So welcome back. So now we actually made the login screen start doing something at least. We can log in, we get a message, we get sent in different directions, but now I actually want to start working with creating our first real service. Now the idea behind service is that we can have something that can be shared among all components, and a login service is one of the, or at least an authentication service is one of the ones that is really valuable to have for shared use between components. So what we're going to build is an auth service. So I'm going to add a new folder here. Let me just zoom so you can see where I'm at. Under app, I'm going to right click and say new directory. I'm going to add a folder called auth, and let's just put it under app because that was actually where I wanted it. I'll just move it here. So now I have an auth folder directly under app. Now I'm going to start out by dragging my logging into the app because I want auth to be everything about authentication, authorization. I want that inside here. So I'm dragging logging into auth, and it asks me, are you sure you want to do that? Should we fix all references? I'll say okay. And it'll put it in there and change all the code so that like app module will have the right path for the login actually. So now we have auth with a login beneath it. And let's just go into this error here, the component TS file. Now the problem is that right now it thinks that the users is only one folder out. But now it's actually not only one folder, it's actually two folders. We need to go out to get to the users folder. So that's why we need another // here, and now it actually knows where the user folder can be found. Is there anything else we need to know? Let's just look at the other pages. No errors here, and no errors here, and no errors here. Okay, so now we should be back up and running with the code. Now I want to go into this folder right here, the auth folder, and I want to create our first service, and it's going to be called auth service TS. So we're going to place that in here. Now let's use the generator again because that rocks. So I'm going to go into my course planner, I'm going to go under my app folder, cd source of course, and then the app, and then the auth, there we go. I need to be under that folder because that's where I want to create my service. How do we create a service? Find where you can do a service. So I'm going on Angular CLI tool, and here I find the service, ng service, so it's pretty much self-explanatory. You need to put an ng, a g for generate, and then the service. So we paste that in and we write auth. Remember, you shouldn't add the service to the auth name because it'll automatically add .service_ts in the end. Notice this. I'm under auth now and it actually automatically added the .service_ts. Let me just zoom here to show you guys what it actually ended up looking like. So we have this auth service right here and then the test of the service. Don't worry, we are going to use test later, so don't delete those. They should be used. Now what did it actually do? What did it actually create? Because the file isn't that big this time either. It actually just created an injectable. That means that now we can dependency inject the auth service into another component if we want to. And that's what we're going to do later. So now the auth service is ready and we're going to change it and make it work in the next couple of lessons. See you next time.